welcome to this segment of Take 5 with Tony. You get what you pay for. We've probably all used that expression more than once. The idea, whether you're buying a product in a store or paying for somebody's services, that if you pay a little more, you get a little better return, a little more quality. And there's probably a lot of truth to that, but today we're going to talk about it in terms of CEO pay and high pay for top executives. May not be quite so true. Here in Southwest Virginia, there's a company called Alpha Resources. Alpha was one of the largest coal and energy companies in the country, and a couple of years ago they bought the infamous Massey Coal, and in so doing took on a huge amount of debt and liability. Of course, in the last couple of years, also the market for coal has declined quite rapidly, and between those two things, Alpha found itself closing mines, laying off thousands of miners, and ultimately, just last year, declaring bankruptcy. Now, in their bankruptcy filing, they stated that they needed to stop paying for the health benefits and the life insurance for nearly 4,500 retired miners. They put forward to the bankruptcy judge that this was essential, that it would save them about $3 million a year, cutting off the life insurance payments and health benefits for miners in retirement who had worked 25, 30, 40 years in the mines. At the same time that they made this request, they also put forward a proposal for executive compensation, for bonuses for the top 15 or so executives, bonuses that could be as high as $14.5 million. Now, in putting forward this request for bonus pay, they made the argument that this was needed in order to motivate these senior management executives to work hard in a difficult environment and to add value to the company. Cutting off health benefits for retired miners, paying almost $15 million in bonuses to a tiny group of senior executives. Now, if that works, if that truly motivates them to rebuild the company, maybe you could make an argument that in the long run, it would be worth it. Well, 3 researchers, one from Cambridge, one from University of Utah, and one from Purdue, they looked at this question of the relationship between CEO compensation and how well companies perform. Big data set. They looked at nearly 20 years of information from 1993 until 2013, and about 1,500 companies across many different economic sectors. And here's what they found. That the top 10% of executives, those receiving compensation in the top 10%, their companies actually had 8% lower returns than comparable companies with lesser paid executives. And the top 5%, the very best paid executives, well, their companies, they had 15% lower returns than comparable companies with lower paid executives. It turns out that you don't always get what you pay for. Now, there's a lot of moral issues that I think we could all ask ourselves here as well. Is it right to provide huge compensation and big bonus packages to executives who at the same time make decisions to close plants, to shutter factory doors, to send jobs overseas and lay off thousands of people, or to end life insurance and health benefits for 4,500 miners who've worked their whole lives underground? A lot of people would say that's just not right. But even if it were right morally, it isn't working. Those super high compensation packages that now put many CEOs at 300 to 400 times the salary of their rank and file workers is not giving us better, stronger, more profitable companies. Quite the opposite. It's actually hurting their performance. It's long past time to rein in these exorbitant salaries and bonus packages and start returning more of the value to the workers. Thanks, and hope to see you next time.